A person's greatness is shaped by their thoughts. This timeless truth has been proven again and again by successful individuals like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Jeff Bezos. Napoleon Hill once wrote in his book, Think and Grow Rich, what the mind can conceive and believe, can achieve. But if that's true, why do so many people struggle to succeed? Do they not think about their future? Or do they simply fail to see their own potential? Today's story will uncover the answers and teach you a powerful lesson. So stay with me till the end. Promise, this will be worth your time. Once, at the busy Grand Central Terminal in New York City, there lived a homeless man named Daniel. Every day, he survived by asking commuters for spare change as they hurried to catch their trains. One afternoon, Daniel noticed a sharply dressed businessman stepping onto the platform. His tailored suit, polished shoes, and confident posture immediately caught Daniel's attention. This guy must be wealthy, Daniel thought. If I ask him, maybe he'll give me something generous. With hope in his eyes, Daniel approached the man and held out his hand. But instead of giving him money, the businessman looked directly at him and asked, "Do you always just take from others? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" Daniel froze. No one had ever asked him that before. "Sir," he replied softly, "I'm homeless. I survive on spare change. I have nothing to give." The businessman gave a slight smile. "If you believe you have nothing to offer, then you have no right to expect anything. I'm an investor. I believe in exchange. If you can offer value, I can give value in return. But if you offer nothing, I can't give you anything." With that, he stepped onto the train and disappeared. Daniel stood there, stunned. The man wasn't cruel. It wasn't mocking him. He simply spoke the truth. That night, Daniel couldn't sleep. The words echoed in his mind. If you want to receive, you must first give. But what can I possibly give? He whispered to himself. 2 days passed. Daniel stopped asking for money. Instead, he sat and thought. On the third day, while sitting near the station entrance, he noticed a small flower stand nearby. Bright sunflowers and roses filled the air with color. An idea sparked in his mind. What if I offer something in return? What if I give people a flower when they give me something? He gathered a few discarded flowers that the vendor was throwing away and returned to his usual spot. When someone handed him $1, Daniel smiled and gave them a flower in return. Something surprising happened. People smiled back. Some even thanked him. A few stopped to talk. Over the next few days, more people began giving him money. But he noticed something important. When he had flowers to offer, donations increased. When he didn't, they dropped. So it's true, Daniel thought. People value exchange. One afternoon, he spotted the businessman again, this time sitting by the window of a departing train. Daniel rushed over. "Sir, today I have something to offer you. If you give me something, I'll give you a flower in return." The businessman smiled, handed him a few dollars, and accepted the flower. "You've understood something powerful," he said. "You're no longer just a man asking for help. You've become an entrepreneur." The train doors closed. Entrepreneur. The word echoed in Daniel's mind. Am I really? For the first time in his life, Daniel didn't see himself as a victim. He saw himself as someone capable of creating value. That very day, he made a decision. He would never beg again. 6 months later, at Chicago Union Station, 2 well-dressed men shook hands. One looked puzzled. "Have we met before?" The other smiled. Yes, twice. Once when I asked you for money, and once when I sold you a flower." The businessman's eyes widened. "Wait, you're Daniel." Daniel laughed. "I used to be. Now I own a small flower delivery company. I'm heading to expand into another city." The businessman was amazed. "That's incredible. What changed?" Daniel replied, "You taught me the greatest lesson of my life. We only receive when we give. I stopped seeing myself as someone who needed help. Started seeing myself as someone who could create value." They shook hands again, this time as equals. Life is shaped by how you see yourself. If you believe you are small, you will stay small. If you believe you have nothing to offer, you will offer nothing. But the moment you recognize your value, everything changes. Because when your thoughts change, your actions change. And when your actions change, your future changes too. If this story inspired you, leave a comment about what you learned. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories. See you in the next one.